Hi, my loves. It's your regulated girl from around the way where we have culture, conversation, and community. And in today's video, I'm coming to you all with some commentary, some quick commentary, girlfriend, about your boy or your girl, Tyler Perry. Now, before I hop into my commentary, girl, please go ahead and like this video. Or, bro, go ahead and like this video. Y'all see how I caught that? Because we have a community around here, okay? It's giving very much equal opportunity lovers, equal opportunity employers. It really just depends on where you're seated at in life, okay? So go ahead and hit that like video and subscribe if you enjoy these type of conversations, because we're going to get into some things. Now, in the past, I have always been kind of intentional about critiquing Tyler Perry because, make no mistake, he is very successful and I'm going to say like a staple for the blacks, girl, okay? He is giving a staple for the blacks somehow or another, and I like to be respectful of his work. Although I don't agree with half of it, I've really disengaged from Tyler Perry's work altogether, but I do respect it, right? But this right here is just too good for me to pass up. I've heard, murmurs. I think we've all heard murmurs about Tyler Perry, how offended he can get if you mention certain things and certain topics. And it's always been kind of like, in the industry that he is, one of the girls, but he never comes out and he, comes off as, righteous and high and mighty and all of these different things. And so here we are, day whatever in the Diddy trial. The girlies are getting paid for these men in high power positions, and he is being sued for $260 million. Okay, $250,000. Okay, this man said he wants $260,000 for sexual assault. Now let's hop into it for real. Derek Dixon filed a lawsuit against Tyler Perry, and in the documents, he claims that he and the director met at an event back in 2019. So Tyler picked him out of the crowd, apparently, and asked for his phone number, suggesting that he possibly has a role for him. Okay, so he was eyeing him down at the club, saw him at a concert somewhere and said, I think I have a role for you, not even knowing if he has any type of acting skills or anything like this. But then again, they never clarified what the actual event was. Who knows? What if it was a scouting event? I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. As it turns out, he did give him a role, all right? And he had him in a small role in 2 episodes of a show called Ruthless. Then in January 2020, Derek says Tyler invited him to his home in Atlanta. He accepted, hoping to build a friendship that would lead to more acting gigs. Okay, side eye. Now, remember, I just posted this video earlier today about what's actually happening in Hollywood and the prices that these people pay. Now, he inviting you to his home. Why you think he finna talk about some business? He can't meet you at the office. He can't meet you at the studio. Why are you down at the host? But whatever. According to the lawsuit, while they were there, Derek drank too much, okay? And he ended up sleeping in the guest room. So the lawsuit documents were obtained by TMZ. And basically, it was revealed that Tyler Perry came into the bed with him and started touching on him and groping on his thighs and whatnot. Thighs, legs, and hips, and body, you know what I'm saying? And he said he rejected these advances that night, but Tyler Perry just kept pressing him. So shortly after, Derek says he landed the role in The Oval. Now, I do know that The Oval was a really good show from what I hear. Again, I haven't watched the last time I watched the Tyler Perry movie, it was when Shamar Moore had that real bad wig on. That was it for me. But no, I'm lying. I watched The Family That Prays. Now, that was actually good. But anyway, girl, Tyler started, at this point, making sexually suggestive texts and, saying a couple things that were really kind of inappropriate, including what was his sexual preference, and telling him that, he is a man that has sex with men. So Derek also notes his character Dale was written as a gay, homeless, and desperate store clerk who had to sleep with others for a place to stay. Now, I find that interesting. I have not seen one episode of The Oval, but if you really look closely, if you really just kind of squint your eyes a little bit, Does that not seem like Tyler Perry's story? You know, he always talks about being homeless and living in the hotel room and this, that, and the other. He was somewhere in Atlanta or close to. And as a gay, homeless man, he possibly could survive if he stay at somebody's house and, do a couple of things to entertain a couple of old players and drinks of that nature. Does that not sound like him? That's interesting. I didn't even know that. Anyway, moving on. That's just a side note because I'm like, oof. He claims that that's exactly what Tyler told him he was looking for in a real life sexual partner. Someone who could be loyal and dependent upon Tyler. Wow. So he wanted somebody to take care of. Okay. It's giving very Diddy. Derek says he feared his career would be derailed if he flatly rejected Tyler. Because he got that reputation. Okay, Monique. So instead, he told them that he just wasn't the sexual type. But he always was terrified he'd lose his job if he complained of sexual harassment. Guys, everybody is in the shade room and the neighborhood talking about something. This don't sound like no scam to me. This don't sound like no sexual harassment to me. Blah, 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 blah. But what people don't understand is when you have so much money and so much power and influence, and simply if you are a person's boss, you can't be around here talking sexually suggestive. You just cannot do that. Inherently, there is an unbalanced, power dynamic to begin with. In addition to a long bag, a big bag. Not just I can fire you from this little bullshit ass job. I'm talking about I can fire you, blackball, you can never work again. That's different. To that point, he says Tyler once again invited him to Atlanta later in 2020 and things allegedly took a dark turn. Derek claims Perry greeted him warmly, but quickly started a sexual charge conversation, like asking him if he likes it rough in bed, and then grabbed Derek by the throat while saying, "Look how excited you just got." What? He says Tyler pushed away, and that was the end of the alleged incident. The lawsuit includes years of text messages allegedly sent between both men. Most of the ones Tyler allegedly sent are sexually charged. For instance, one reads, "No straight man would be going on walks with you or cooking dinner for you unless they wanted to you. I would you." Ooh, Tyler. Now, let's be clear. Mr. Derek Dixon is something to look at, no? I mean, he got a little something on him. The most aggressive incident allegedly went down in 2021, again at Tyler's Atlanta home. Now, Tyler, why you keep going over there? But I guess if he inviting you. Dixon was staying in the guest home and wearing only his underwear when he says Tyler came in to give him a goodnight hug. Ooh, well, wait a minute now. He alleges Tyler yanked down his underwear, groped his butt, and said, "Relax, and just let it happen," and assured him it wasn't going to hurt. Jesus. Dixon says he managed to rebuff this advance by changing the subject. According to the suit, Dixon finally filed a complaint with equal opportunity. Oh my God, hold on, y'all. This man filed a suit with the Equal Employment and Opportunity Commission in June of 2024 and then quit the Oval, saying that he couldn't work in this environment. Girl, not this man done filed the complaint with the people. Now, we're not just talking about this being an equal opportunity place for y'all. Now, that is sending me. Wow. So basically, Dixon is suing Tyler and Tyler Perry Studios for quid pro quo and workplace sexual harassment, sexual assault, and battery, and is seeking $260 million in damages. Tyler's attorney, Matthew Boyd, tells us this is an individual who got close to Tyler Perry for what now appears to be nothing more than setting up a scam. Ooh, girl, not the scam. The scheme that Ty set up. But Tyler will not be shaken down, and we are confident these fabricated claims of harassment will fail. Well, there you have it, folks. I mean, he's claiming that the harassment ain't true, but everything else is. Listen, I mean, you at this man's house, in his guest house, another bunch of underwear, and he trying to come on to you. Now, don't get me wrong. Even if this man is an alleged straight man, right? everybody has been in a situation where, or not everybody, most people have been in a situation where they don't like a person, but they like, the access that they have, the resources that they have, and it's beneficial to have proximity to them. I mean, if Tyler Perry invited you right now to his studios, you'll probably click your heel 3 times to be on the way, even if you ain't watched the play, even if you ain't watched the movie in years. You understand what I'm saying? Now, this $260 million sounds crazy, because who is this man for these small roles? I mean, maybe he feels like this is how much money he would have made in this industry had he not been blackballed and came forth from, for Tyler Perry. This is the thing, guys. When these people have so much money and power, and just influence, I think we grossly underestimate the importance and the power of influence, right? He feels like maybe I could have had a successful career in Hollywood, and now that I'm coming out against you, no studio is going to hire me, and so give me my 260 up front. And for that, I'm not mad at. Do I think he'll get that? No, absolutely not. And if any of these allegations are substantiated, we'll just have to see. Now, this is the second time that somebody has come forth against Madea. This is the second time. Now, remember the guy, Christian Mackey? What was his name, y'all? It wasn't Christian Mackey. I'm wrong. Handsome. He was another hire on one of the shows, and didn't say anything about the advances, and, because he wanted to keep his job. These people and these men get into these positions of power, and they feel like I have enough money to buy exactly what I want, including people. If we're learning nothing about anything, is that everybody, or most people, I should say, have a number. And when you have so much money, you feel like I can buy you. I can buy your home. I can buy your love. I can buy your time and affection. I can get you a job that's going to give me the end. And what's really the thing about Tyler that's not even surprising is because nobody's surprised that he's interested in men, right? Like, okay, cool. It's not even a thing. But it's like how he carries it. How he carries it just really just pisses me off a little bit. I don't know why. And y'all know I love the girls. Shout out to everybody. Happy Pride, y'all. If y'all hear, y'all know me. Y'all don't even gotta say it. But it's just something about how he carries it. It's like you've been dressing in drag for 20 years. Obviously, there were some things that happened, and you opened up and you got all of this insight. And, two things can be true at once. And, I didn't even get into the text messages. That's what he was saying. And so in some of the text messages, he was flirting. He was basically like, you are the rose. I need to smell the roses more. And he was like, oh, you are the rose. But you are so blocked that you refuse to be smelt or opened. That is sweet. And I'm working on it. Therapy. I'm really scared. I'm going to waste my life worrying. Been there. Stop somewhere in my late 30s, early 40s. Ooh, is that a little piece of tea, Tyler? That's when you decided to finally just, let your temptations flow. Let that piece, be free. He's sending them pictures. He's like, nice. Yeah, that's, what do you say? Nice picture. He was like, nice picture. He was like, great, amazing, awesome picture. Tyler responds, you don't see that great stud in the picture? And he's like, oh yeah, you're right. Great stud. and like, I don't know. Everybody's saying it doesn't really sound like Tyler. I mean, if he's texting like this with all of these, typos and words like stud, and I'm loosing it out on Amazon and Netflix, like he's spelling words wrong, like you do all this writing, I don't know. I'm not judging anybody, you know what I mean? I know that that's a thing for some people, and it doesn't necessarily measure up to what your actual intelligence level is. But golly, these text messages, I don't want to say they're damning in the sense of like what we're seeing and what we could expect. But yeah, it's giving inappropriate boss, and it's giving, he probably with the right lawyer and the right backing, it should get some pay, should get something, for him, because there is a level of intimidation because that's my boss, one. And then you're Tyler Perry too, And he's talking about, I'm so horny, I'm taking testosterone. Like, it's the passive aggressive, I'm coming on to you. But you don't know what to say and how to deal. So, oh, yeah, oh, wow. Oh, no, I'll catch you guys next time. And you get on the phone like, girl, my boss, he da. Like, yeah, this happens every day with men that's making $60,000 a year. So if Tyler Perry is a closeted gay and he's a hand-picking, cherry-picking, his next picking out of a crowd in a sea of people, I can see how this is easily a couple dollars. I'm just saying 260 million is crazy, but a couple dollars, he gonna need that. Run me my coin. Let me know what you think about this, guys. I know we're not surprised that Tyler is interested in women, maybe women and men. I don't know. But this right here, what about Beyonce? Or maybe, okay, that Beyonce song on the loudspeaker for everybody. Yeah, like, why would he ever dress up like Beyonce and do that Renaissance thing? Not the Renaissance, y'all know what I'm talking about. The Coachella, the Beachella. I hated that. I was like, you know what? That's really it. Let me know what you think. Drop down in the comments. As always, I'm sending you much love and much light, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.